What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet another episode of our weekly podcast. We are batting practice, of course. We got a great one for you tonight. Not going to spoil anything, but it's going to be exciting. Very, very exciting. Before we jump into all of that, as always, boys, how are we feeling on Selection Sunday?
Heyo. Have we ever talked about college basketball on the pod before? I don't know.
I
Maybe.
don't think we have.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's March Madness, baby. I don't know. I've
Best
still
time of
I've
the year.
still been kind of baseball pilled recently. I don't know about you guys, but it was a good weekend. It was St. Patrick's Day. I didn't do anything because why would I want to, spend money and have fun? But hey, the dogs got walked multiple times. It was like 75 degrees. It rained a little bit this morning, but overall, it's a
Wow.
good weekend. Yeah. And we're here
Nice.
back recording on a Sunday. We got 11 days until baseball. Yeah.
Is that regular season, or are you counting
That's regular
that,
season. No, that's regular season. Soul Series starts in 3 days, baby.
Okay,
Heck yeah.
that doesn't count, right? That's exhibition.
That's
Mm,
no,
counts-
that's real series. That's a
Counts
real
for
life.
the MLB. Sure does.
Real
Wow.
life.
Okay.
But not for
And we're
Sorare.
back.
So
We're
it
back.
basically might as well be an expedition an expedition game, an exhibition game, because
Same
it
difference.
doesn't count for Sorare.
True.
That is true. That is true. But we have baseball back, which is very exciting. Well,
Oh.
boys, I am a man of my word.
Okay.
And I didn't tell you about this, but I am a man of my word. Right here next to me, I have an entire pack of black licorice.
Come on, let's. Oh, I'm
Let's
so hungry.
go.
Oh
I'm
man, that
cracking
sounds
this
I'll
so.
have to
open.
get some for the next pod.
Oh
I-
man, that sounds
Oh.
so good. Oh,
Does
Oh, it
does
smells
Haley
so
like it, or
bad.
is this just gonna?
you
Nope.
gotta give it to your mom. You gotta give it to
Yep.
your
Okay,
mom.
that's true. You'll find someone. So you have to eat the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
There you go. I'm eating the whole
Oh, wait,
thing.
okay, wait, Josh. Okay, first I want a sniff test. We gotta rank it on different attributes.
Okay, I opened the bag and I went like this and did a little whiff, and it's
All right.
horrible. It's
Give
horrible.
me 3 words. 3 words to describe it. Go.
Stinky,
Stinky?
It's not cheese.
gross. Bad.
Stinky, gross, and bad. All right.
Wow.
He is a 4-year-old confirmed, but you have to eat the whole thing. I guess I'll have to do it. Here, since you got that, I guess I'll get good and plenty for next time.
Perfect. Okay,
Um,
so I had a discussion with an outsider about
okay.
this, and they said that Good and Plenty would be a cop out because it has the candy coating, and it's smaller. So I went with the full
okay.
stick length.
I'll leave it up. I'll leave it up to
Or-
whatever you guys think.
Or
But-
here. I think it's fairness. What is the serving size on the box? I think you should
true.
you should do a serving size of whatever you're
It's
eating.
like
Three
4.
pieces.
3.
All right.
No shot. No
Well,
shot.
yeah, because if you
You're
got Good
lucky
and
I'm
Plenty, you
doing
couldn't
one.
just eat one. If you
You're
got
lucky
Good
I'm
and
doing
Plenty,
one.
all right,
Serving size.
you can just eat it like as we talk. You can snack as we
please.
go.
Please. You have a full
What if-
podcast.
Look,
eat
he's
3.
like,
It's actually I'll tell you this. It smells worse than it tastes.
I
The
think you have a
Twizzlers?
pleasant, or maybe you were just expecting the worst.
Okay, I will say if Good and Plenty is a cop out, Twizzlers is also a slight cop out, because if you got like true like
Yes.
Danish black
Yep.
licorice,
Yep.
where it's like straight, it's like eating star anise, then that's a different story. This is tame.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest. Smell is like a 1 out of 10.
Holy.
Taste is like a 4.
Yeah.
Like it's not
all
terrible.
right.
It's I'll eat
Okay.
3. It's not terrible.
I'll eat
Whoa.
3. Well, now you got a little snack for the pod.
There you
This
go.
is how it starts. This is the good.
Mhm.
This is the black licorice addiction.
In like 5 episodes from now, you're gonna see me like slowly sneaking a piece of black licorice.
There we go.
Oh my god! Wow. Well, there you have it. Man of my word.
I love it.
I will say I
wish
set
I
my
could have some.
basketball lineups
There we
this
go.
week. And they're actually doing well. So they needed the
Heyo.
rest.
Very
Yep.
deserved.
Yep.
So that's what you get for buying the Twizzlers.
That's good
There you
karma.
go.
That's good
Mhm.
karma.
Right? Exactly.
Dang.
Well, enough of that silliness. We got a great one. We are
Yes,
doing
sir.
our 2024 MLB superlatives, predictions, whatever you want to call it. 24 predictions.
Superlatives, baby. I don't know.
Woo!
Woo! Come on, let's show some energy.
Woo!
Same as last year, right? We love doing
Same
this.
as
Same
last year. You
format.
got it. Same
Let's
format.
go. Actually,
Can we look-
before we get too far into it, let's give a quick shout out to last week's episode and to the listeners and the viewers for making last week's episode our most viewed episode of season 2.
Wow.
58 views on YouTube. Appreciate it. Let's see here on Anchor. Throw on a few extra. Of course, on Anchor, we have 31. We're hitting that
Wow,
90
there we
mark,
go.
boys.
Shout out.
Nice. So shout out to everyone listening. More Sorare MLB. I mean, today's podcast will be more MLB themed than Sorare themed, but everything that we say will be applicable to Sorare.
True.
So,
True.
yeah.
Very true.
Yeah. So let's get into it. Some superlatives, or should we real quick? Because I think we were all talking about bidding on MLB cards last week, and I think I kind of was in agreement last week that was like, yeah, now's maybe the time to maybe start. They might start dropping a little bit the prices. The new hype is originally gone. The season hype is coming back up. So it might do a little dip now and then come back up once the season starts. But we'll see if that proves to be wrong. But I started bidding on some cards this week. And
Did ya?
yeah, I did. And what I do when I bid on cards is that I go to the market and I click on the card and I click bid. And if I and usually I was the highest bidder. So I was like, okay, whatever. And then all of a sudden I get a text saying that someone outbid someone else. And that was me outbidding Nasha's friend for someone on the Brewers. And then later that same day, I did the same exact thing for Andrew on a Willie Adames, who I didn't know. I didn't know this was happening. So I outbid not only Nasha's friend, but also Andrew on cards that I eventually won both Brewers for my gallery for my collection score. So
Wow.
pay
And-
attention to who you're bidding against, because it might turn your friends into your enemies.
It's true.
Josh, do you have something to confess to?
Yeah. I also bid against Andrew, and went on to win that card.
Unknowingly, or did you?
Unknowingly. I
Okay.
swear I didn't know. I swear. I clicked bid and I was like, oh, I should probably look and see. And then I scrolled down. But later on, I looked again before I bid, and I did not bid on some cards that both of you were bidding on.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
feel like I made up for it a little bit at least.
There we go.
But yeah,
So Andrew, did you end up getting yourself a Willie Adames?
I did. Yes.
Okay.
Did you get a Reese Hoskins too?
I did get a Reese Hoskins. Thank
Okay.
you very much, despite your best efforts. I got All right, I have 4 limited cards. I need to decide on what my 5th is going to be. You want to hear my team so far?
Let's hear
Let's
it.
hear it.
Okay, well, you heard the 2, Reese Hoskins and obviously Willie. And then to round it out, we got Jake, Hamburger Eaton Helper Burger,
Yes!
Nice.
and
Legend.
George Put Your Spring in a Step Springer.
I've been looking at him. Yep.
So
Hey,
Jake Burger.
The burger.
let's go.
I have his card in my backpack. I'm not even at home right.
Let's go.
He's a legend.
Yeah,
Wait,
so
yeah, okay. Let's just
I need
name
to
off
buy a
some
Jake
players
Burger.
that we've been buying.
So and
Okay.
my
Cards.
strategy for it has been targeting guys that hit dingers. That's
Yep.
my idea. Like I'm going for that money. If there's weeks where they just go cold and don't do anything, I don't win that week. But I'm not going for the floor. I'm going for ceiling, baby. And all these guys are projected to hit some massive home runs this year, hopefully. And so that's going to be the core of my 2024 cash winning lineup. Go big, go home, but you gotta go big. I don't know.
I like that. I like that.
Okay.
It's a good strategy.
Yeah, who have you guys
Yeah.
been bidding on?
Well, as you just saw me whip out my baseball card. I'm a collector
burger.
too, so I've been bidding on a lot of Brewers. The collection game is out; it's in full swing, so I'm gonna complete that Brewers stack. It's probably got to be one of the cheaper stacks out there.
Athletics.
Cheaper usable stacks out there.
True. Okay.
Hey, whoa,
Okay,
hey,
fair.
hey. Zach Geloff is going to be a star this year.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. But I've been bidding on a lot of Brewers, so I'll end up being able to field a full champion lineup with just Brewers because I plan on having this collection done by opening day. As you guys know, so I murdered. Unfortunately, he broke his leg 2 years ago, and I officially mercy killed him today. Maxime Crepeau, my rare goalie.
It's been decent this year.
Yeah. No, he's only played one game. No, he played his second game this week. But I took a bit of a loss on what I originally bought him for, but that's okay because I'm using it to play the sport that I watch more and have more confidence in building a team around. So I have a decent amount now, just chilling in my Sorare account, waiting to bid on more Brewers. And then obviously, once the season gets into full swing, I'll hopefully try and win some more of the new season cards to build my champion lineup around. So that's who I've been bidding on.
Nice.
Let's go.
Yeah, as you heard, I got a Reese Hoskins that I stole from Andrew.
Overpaid for, you mean?
Oh, wait, did I? I probably did. I bought him for 14. Yeah, a couple bucks,
Too much. Overpriced, overpaid.
His jersey mint is on sale right now.
Oh,
It's ending very soon, I believe.
Is there a premium on it?
yeah. What's that going for?
Where's Reese Hoskins? There's a William Contreras ending in 5 minutes.
Oh, shout out to Rob. Robbie's bidding on it. Shout out to Robbie. Yep, Robbie's trying to get the jersey mint. I can't let a Mets guy. I might have to throw some money at this. Can't let a Mets guy get into this. No.
Well, yeah. If you don't have William Contreras, 5 minutes for the Brewers, but
Well, I also bid on a Garrett Mitchell. Might be a little more for collection. I'm not fully convinced on what the Brewers outfield's gonna look like this year. And then I also bought a Josh Hader.
ooh, I think that means all three of us now own a Josh Hader in some capacity.
Right?
Yeah, I was invested in a Devin Williams, and he's gonna be out for 3 to 4 months. So I needed a relief pitcher for champion. So that's what I'm rolling with.
Nice.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm deciding on which of my so right now I have a middle infielder, two corner infielders, and an outfielder. So one of my flexes is going to be another hitter, which I think again in cash go for the big home runs. Do you think should I target a relief pitcher, a starter? Who should I try to get as my fifth in season baseball card if I'm looking at positions?
I'll give you my strategy, at least to
Okay.
start the year. I'm avoiding starting pitchers for now. If I wanted to eventually, once the requirements go up, I'll need to invest in the starting pitchers. But until then, I would have to buy probably 3 to 4 starting pitchers now.
True.
So I'm focusing on just getting 5 new cards to get me going. And then as we progress, I'll start to focus more on picking up some starting pitchers. But I know just buying one wouldn't really help me right now because he's only going to pitch every other game week or so, depending on the schedule. So I'm kind of avoiding them for now.
Makes
So what
sense.
would you have me do?
Relief pitcher.
Relief
That's what I was
pitcher?
Because
gonna
you
say.
can throw in a relief pitcher every single game week.
That's
Again,
what I was gonna say.
All right.
they might not score well for you every game week, but you can be
That's all we need.
confident having them in your lineup every week.
All right. I love it. That's what I was
Well,
leaning
should we get
towards.
into our superlatives?
Let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
Let's do it. Nash, do you have this document that you can Share for
Sure
us.
do.
Look at that. He has it ready
Ooh, ooh,
at the
ooh.
bat on deck.
Teaser.
I saw it. I saw it all.
That was just
I
a
saw it all.
gif. It was just a gif. It was just Andy Samberg.
Wait, if I pull up my notes section, can you see it? Let me know.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't
I
look
saw
at it,
them all.
though.
Oh my god.
okay.
Like
I have
Timothy
to.
Chalamet and Dune. I see
I'm
projections of the
gonna
future.
reshare. I'm gonna reshare because I want to copy and paste.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. So now you
Technical
can just see this.
difficulties.
So if I pull up my notes now, you can't see it.
Correct.
Perfect.
Oh
Okay.
wait, yeah, and I gotta pull it up too because I gotta paste.
Yeah, can you share it with us? Probably should have done this before we started recording. Or is it already shared with us?
It should already be shared with you, but if
Because it's
not, I can
last year's
share it.
document, right?
It's a copy though.
We'll see. Just make it just open up the restrictions.
I don't know how to do that.
Let everyone do it. Just make it publicly available.
Yeah.
Hit share. And then click restricted, change that to anyone. There we go. Maybe we can get some viewers in on here. Ooh, maybe we'll have to
No. You have to make it editor though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh, it's on the batting practice account. Okay. All right. Well, in the meantime, there we go.
All
There
right,
we
I can
go.
sign in as
All right. Let me know if that works.
We should be good now. We should be good
All right.
now.
Let's do it. Let's go. Let me get my first one copied.
All right. Apologies to the listeners out there. This episode is sponsored by our technical difficulties and not being prepared enough. But that's okay because what we got in a minute is gonna be fun. It's more real fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that I made a copy of it and that it wasn't just the last year's
Yeah.
one, so that it wasn't already accessible, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Andrew, did you get access to it?
I'm getting access right now. You're
Let's
just making this like Fort Knox, Nashi.
I know.
Dawson
So
Knox.
yeah, same as last year. We got AL and NL Rookie of the Year, AL and NL MVP, AL and NL Cy Young, Breakout Players, Busts, and then World Series champs. And any of these players that we say besides the Bust section, definitely keep an eye out for your Sorare teams, and then keep an eye out for those Bust players, and you might see that they might not be good fits for your Sorare teams, or don't listen to us because that's the point, I guess, of Sorare is building your own team. So the winner, AL Rookie of the Year,
feeling confident.
the winner.
He's feeling confident. I like it.
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna pick the winner.
Should we start
holidays.
off with AL Rookie of the Year?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I'm the only
Two
one.
J Halls.
Only one.
All right. Explain yourself.
I'll explain. I had Jackson Holiday written down originally, but I figured that's boring. He's probably the AL favorite for Rookie of the Year. So I went with Evan Carter. Now, I have some reasoning. You can debate whether this is good reasoning or not, but Evan Carter has World Series experience in which they won already. So he has MLB experience at the highest level. Jackson Holiday, his highest level is rookie ball. What? I don't even know where he was last year. Single
He's
A,
facing
double A.
Major League hitting in spring training.
He is, but it's also spring training.
Mhm.
So most of the reason was because I didn't want to go Jackson Holiday, but I think Evan Carter is gonna have a great year. He has experience already. I think that's gonna help him this year. So that's why I went with Evan Carter.
That makes sense. I just think Holiday has a better chance.
Yeah.
I
Sorry, Josh.
feel like
Catchers. I can't do it.
yeah, I feel like
Fair.
Holidays just has that sweet swing. Reminds me not of Matt Holiday of his dad because Matt Holiday was a righty and also had a very kind of ugly swing, whereas Holiday has just a smooth lefty swing. He's gonna fit in real nicely in that Orioles lineup, along with everyone else who's under the age of 25. Look out for your So Rare teams, U25. Jackson Holiday. He's gonna win. All right,
I
NL.
like it.
I like it.
All right.
All right. 3. Wait, you ready? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh
guys.
yeah.
All
I was
right,
on
ready?
Instagram.
3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
There we go.
You went with two
Okay.
Jacksons. Andrew went with two Jacksons. I knew someone was gonna do it.
That's not the same time I use the same first name in for one of my pick
Okay. Okay.
categories.
Oh,
So I
spoilers.
guess I have to defend myself now. So Paul Skeens has had
Hey, Screen.
he's been one of my favorite players to watch highlights of this spring training. Um he can hit 100 on his fastball. Sorry, I'm trying to look up his age real quick. He's 21. He was born in 2001.
Dang.
And he can hit so much. He can hit 100 on his fastball, but he also, I want to say, he has a 12-6 curve that he can drop on a dime as well. Just got to keep an eye out for him. He's born in 2002, sorry.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Pretty sure he went to LSU, same college that Jaime Jaquez Jr. went to, right? Or did he go to UCLA? I'm
This
just
year went to
saying
LSU.
One of
for
those
my
Went to
rookie of the
LSU.
year in the
schools.
NBA. I'm just saying. But either way, he's only played one game. He's only pitched one inning this year. But wait,
I
no,
mean, his stash. Can we talk about his stash? That is
I don't know what I'm
10 out of
talking.
10
I'm looking at the
stash.
wrong stats here. But either way, he's
Oh my god.
projection. You guys have or Churio, which I wanted to pick. I wanted to pick a Brewer, but you were going with Evan Carter, who has World Series experience. Yet Jackson Churio, also Jackson Holiday, has barely ever seen above Double A. Has he seen above Double A?
Yeah, he played AAA for
Triple A
10
for a
games,
little
maybe.
bit. That's right. So, either way, just not exactly. I don't know. I don't want to jinx him.
Yeah, and I have this is a homer pick for me. I have reservations. It's still not 100% guaranteed he's even going to be on the opening day roster,
that's the
which
big thing.
isn't an indication that he couldn't come up in
Corbin
April or
Carroll was
May.
not correct.
I think you're right. So again, he still has the potential to win Rookie of the Year, even if he's not on the opening day roster. But we'll see. He's one of the highest touted prospects in the MLB. So it's hard not to pick someone like that. But when it's your own team, you always are going to be a little hesitant.
Wait, is he dating Livy Dunn?
Yeah,
Paul Skeens? No
Paul Skeens
way.
is dating Livy Dunn. Yes.
Oh, he's
Wow.
definitely winning Rookie of the Year. So, okay, I got his stats too. He's pitched 2 games so far, pitched 3 innings. He did give up a home run, but
Oh,
that's the only hit he's given up. He's also struck out 3 people, so 1 per inning. So I don't know. I just like him. I like using his card in MLB The Show. I know that's not a reason at all.
that's a great.
He's
That's a good dark horse
he's-
pick.
He's sponsored by Raising Cane's too. I'm liking everything. I went to
Wow.
this man's Instagram. I'm liking everything I see about him. He's got a 6 stash, sponsored by Raising Cane's, and he just looks like a baseball guy. Some people don't. This guy, if I'm using the Moneyball scouting technique, that dude just looks like he plays baseball at a high level.
It's Raleigh
See,
fingers, man.
In the NFL, we got Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. In the MLB, we have Paul Skeens and Livy Dunn.
Exactly. Both
Direct
of which
comparison.
were born in like 2002.
That's crazy.
Anyways, AL
I'm-
MVP. Let's get it.
By the way, I think John from Sorare, I think this is his doppelganger. I think he could pass for Paul Skeens.
Oh yeah, he could. He
Totally
could.
could pass for Paul Skeens.
That's
That's a
funny.
compliment too. That's a compliment.
AL MVP.
Oh my God! I copied the NL. You guys were
Oh.
getting this sneak peek.
I think I'm sticking with the same person I picked last year.
All right, let's see it.
All right, ready? 3,
Yep.
2, 1.
Hey, we have
Oh.
another double. All right.
Oh man,
I have not been
J-Rod and
unique.
J-So.
I am not unique.
Dang.
that's a good pick. Everyone
right.
goes to the Yankees and does well.
So
I'm pretty sure I picked Julio last year. He had a very solid year, but it didn't quite live up to MVP type numbers. I want to say he still got some votes and finished maybe fourth or fifth or somewhere around there, but not the standout year I was maybe expecting him to have. This year, however, is the year. I think
Eh,
the Mariners are gonna be a very solid team this year. I think they've added some pieces which takes the pressure off of Julio to not be the guy. Adding in guys like Jorge Polanco, I think is actually going to help him. Having guys in front of him that can get on base, that can steal, it's only going to help Julio's numbers. So I'm going with Julio again. I'm pretty sure I picked him last year. Didn't quite work out, but I think this year's the year.
All right. Juan Soto, picked by two of us. It only makes sense. He's hit 47 home runs in spring training already, and he has a short porch that he's going to work with in both left and right field, and he has that oppo power too. I don't see him hitting less than 40 home runs this year, and I could see him hitting that 50 mark too.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's going to chase Judge and go crazy and go for that 62, but I think Juan Soto's going to hit enough home runs this year to win the MVP.
Wow.
It's a popularity contest. At the end of the
Yeah.
day, he's got the biggest stage he's ever had in his whole career, and I think this is his moment to shine.
I'm very high on Juan Soto, but I'm also a little bit nervous because we all know how New York is. And if he doesn't come out swinging at the start of the year, the fans are going to turn on him, which is a scary thought. So that's my only like downside is that we've seen Yankee fans mess up players and get in their heads
Nah,
on their own team.
he's going to come out swinging.
I
Don't worry.
agree. I agree. I hope he does, honestly.
They got Aaron Rodgers to worry about in New York, so I think they're going to be
Yeah.
okay for a little bit.
That's true. All right. Moving to the
NL.
NL side. 3, 2, 1.
No, you
Oh.
still haven't picked your own player.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
crazy.
no, that probably means I'm spot on. If I'm
Okay,
if I'm
that's
agreeing
true.
with it
All
means I'm
right.
spot fucking on.
That's true.
So, all right, E logo coming. You can't say that anymore. Mookie
Oh.
All
Betts. I
right.
have to
Well,
defend
or just keep
myself.
saying
I have
Double down.
him because he slid not under the radar last year, but it was just Otani and Acuna had such crazy seasons that even though Mookie, I believe, was second in MVP voting, it was so out of reach by the time the year was over. And I feel like Mookie is going to repeat that season that he had last year, if not better, because the Dodgers are only better than they were last year. They have Gavin Lux returning from a long injury. They have obviously your boy Shohei Otani. They have Yamamoto starting, had a terrible spring training so far, but I don't think that's going to affect his regular season too much. But we'll see if you guys throw him down in that bust column. I don't know, it might be coming. But Mookie Betts, that's my guy. That's who I'm going with. Acuna's faster. Acuna does hit for as many home runs as Mookie does. So I also like that pick.
I will say if Mookie is able, I can't say that defense ever really plays a huge part in MVP decisions, but if Mookie's able to move over to shortstop and be an effective defender, that in it of itself is enough for me. And on top of that, if he has a good season hitting, to be right up there for MVP. Normally guys move out of shortstop as they age and move to different positions, but they don't move into playing shortstop from a different position. So if he's able to do that and do it well, I think he's going to be a favorite for MVP. It's hard to see Acuna falling off at all from last year. And his direct competition, Shohei Otani, now is it pitching this year. So I think that takes away a little bit from Otani. And I don't see Acuna dropping off at all. So he won it last year, so he's bound to win it again, right?
Yeah, I think we're entering Jokic territory for Acuna. I think
Okay.
he's just back to back. And honestly, I think with the welcoming of other players to the Dodgers, I don't even know if Mookie gets the same attention he does.
Okay.
So, maybe that allows him to slide under the radar and put up some big numbers without having that pressure. Or maybe it means that the media, he just kind of gets ignored. And at the end of the day, it is a popularity contest. And, maybe Acuna just doesn't have that same competition for spotlight. We'll see.
Yeah, that can definitely work both ways, having arguably 3 to 4 MVPs on a team at the same time.
Yeah.
It can either help with his stats, or it can kind of take away the spotlight a little bit.
Mhm.
So we'll see how that works out. All right. AL Cy Young Award. Ready?
Count it.
Oh, yeah, baby.
3, 2, 1. Hey, we did it. Oh
No,
no,
we
it's the
didn't.
same.
No, we didn't.
Oh,
I just spelled it wrong. There.
dang it.
There we go.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Let's go.
Oh man, okay.
Nah,
All
come on.
right.
It's just goaded. It's goaded.
I was wondering if someone was gonna say Burns, and Nash, you did. So
I
explain
did.
yourself.
Yeah, I'm super high on the Orioles. They have a great rotation. They have a great offense as well. And Corbin Burns slots right in as the opening day starter, their number one ace. So I think they're going to be another close to 100 win team this year, and I think Burns is going to be a big part of that. I think he's going to have a better season than last year, even though last year was pretty solid. He was kind of up and down. I think he has a little bit more help on the Orioles compared to the Brewers,
Oh,
especially in
yeah.
terms of offense. Um, we can argue about wins as a stat for a pitcher. That's a topic for a different podcast, but I think he's going to have a lot more wins this year. I think it's a better team, and that's all going to help him win the Cy Young. I also think Garrett Cole being hurt helps him a ton.
Yeah. I was going to pick Garrett Cole if he wasn't hurt.
Among other AL pitchers.
Yeah. I don't know. Framber is just fun to watch. I love his curveball. It's so
Yeah.
good. It starts off at your eyes and it hits the ground. And it follows his fastball, which he even throws more of like a two-seam or sinker that'll cut a little bit inside on lefty batters. And it's almost impossible to hit if he can hit that right. And if you match that with a pitch that drops away and a pitch that's faster and comes into you, it's just impossible to hit. And I love that Framber has that sequencing. And I have his Sorare card.
Hey.
There we go. Me too.
All right.
All
Yeah,
right.
let's see.
Moving on
what
to
was-
the NL.
Oh, yeah. Wait, before we do that, where's that stat I was looking at? I was actually going to almost pick him for my breakout or my bounce back pick as well. Because, what's interesting about him, he was an all-star last year for Ambler, but he did have his worst. Oh, no. His second worst ERA on the season for his career. But I think he's going to pull it together even more. But this other guy that I'm very excited about, we've talked about him a lot on the pod, he's going to shine. Just watch.
Oh.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
we're picking the same player.
No.
Oh wait, no, we're still in Cy Young. We're still in Cy Young. Oh my God, let's get to that one.
All right. NL Cy Young. Here we go. 3,
Okay, maybe
2,
we're not.
1.
Hey, all
Dang.
three different. All
We
right.
did it.
We'll have to all explain ourselves now. So, I think Spencer Strider is going to hit over 250 strikeouts this year. I think he did last year. And he's been dominant since he was brought up. He's been almost perfect, not perfect, but you know what I mean. Everything you want in a pitcher is what Spencer Strider's been in the first 2 years. And I think he's got enough to pull it together, maybe even hit that 300 strikeout mark. Really?
That'd be
Wow.
crazy.
Spencer Strider, year one, Sorare players. Anyone out there that has his relief pitcher card? So I don't know. He could be a first Brave to do that since maybe, I don't know, it was the last one, like Smoltzy or Tom Glavine. I don't know. Either way, Spencer Strider, Cy Young. That's my guy.
I like it.
Well, I haven't gotten to go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go.
Well, this is actually the same pick I had for Cy Young last year, but for
In the
AL.
AL. Ah,
This year, I'm backing him for the NL Cy Young because same logic. No Burnsy. No Burnsy to compete with. Spencer Strider, he's all right. But Mr. Cease is going to be the star. He got his bag. Come on, Padres. You can join the Brew. I think the Padres are going to be the first. They're going to pass the Brewers on a franchise to win their first World Series. Maybe it's their year. Maybe that influences
Ooh,
what I'm picking
okay.
later. Maybe it doesn't. But
oh,
if they do, I think Dylan Cease is a big part of that resurgence.
I like that. So I went with a little bit of a question mark, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Um, but he slides right into arguably one of the best looking lineups of all time. They basically have four MVPs hitting 1 through 4 in their lineup.
Just
Again, not that
Yep.
that necessarily matters. It does
It
matter for
does.
pitchers though, because it takes the pressure off them. If your team's putting up 8 runs a game, you don't really necessarily have to be the best pitcher out there to get the win. Again, we can debate wins as a pitching stat, but he's a little bit of a question mark. We've seen players like him come into the league and succeed. Senga had a pretty solid year last year with the Mets, and I'm kind of expecting Yamamoto to do the same with the Dodgers this year. Again, he doesn't have to be even the best pitcher in that rotation week in, week out. I think that actually helps him as a pitcher in his first year in the MLB, take the spotlight off a little bit, and I think that's only going to help him kind of do what he needs to do. Um, a little bit of a dark horse, but I think he's going to do it.
I like it.
It's even better that he's having a terrible spring training.
There you go.
That
Reverse
makes me feel
psychology.
that makes me feel better about that pick actually.
Sure, okay. All right, let's get these AL and NL breakout players.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
All right, Andrew's excited. I'm ready too. Let's see it.
Wait, hang on 1 second.
AL. Make sure you got your AL one, not the
Oh
NL.
yeah. Oh yeah.
All
Oh
right.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I have a
Gosh.
I was so excited. I was ready to skip the NL Cy Young, which is also very
I
fun
have a
for.
parentheses here. A
Uh-oh.
parentheses player.
All right.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh
Oh.
no! That is not what I thought you were gonna
Oh
pick.
my gosh, no shot. No
Okay.
shot. I
Okay.
think you've earned the floor.
He's not even going to make the opening day roster. That's the worst thing I'm going to say about him tonight. Uh, Mr. Alec Manoah is one of the highly touted prospects in pitching. He just needs to find his way back on track. Do I have a Sora card? Absolutely. Is this a pump? No. So we got the other people on the podcast
He's a
shaking their
punk.
fingers. No way. If there's anyone, I would just say there are two players in the minors that I think have the potential to be rock stars: Keston Hira and Alex Manoah. No, he's not manure. He is a goat. We'll see him at the big league level, maybe even this All-Star game.
Okay. Well, now since Andrew's wasted his spot, I'll go next.
Oh, shots fired.
I'm kidding. I mean, if he makes it back to the majors, that would be almost like an automatic breakout season, right? Since he made it back, but we'll see. Mike Trout was hurt so much last year and only batted, I want to say, like 260 and didn't hit that many home runs because he was hurt. He's a household name. He's a household MVP name. He's a household possible Hall of Famer name. And he's going to come back this year. No more Otani on the team, but that doesn't matter. He's going to carry the Angels to some wins this year. Hopefully he stays healthy. I'm banking on him staying healthy. And I think you can get his Sorare card for pretty cheap, especially last year's version too. So, Mike Trout.
I originally had Joey Votto down. I switched it last minute just because uh I don't know what extent Joey Votto is going to be this year, but I had to put him on there. He hit a home run after seeing one pitch this year.
Saw that.
I saw that.
Today
Yeah.
in the
That was
first
today,
spring
yeah.
training game with the Blue Jays. He's back home in Canada. I think he's actually going to be extremely useful and helpful for the Blue Jays. So if you want to consider that a breakout, you can. But I went with Cole Ragans, pitcher for the Kansas City Royals. I think he's gonna have an awesome year this year. I actually think the Royals are gonna be a fringe wild card team. Hot take.
Holy.
After
Whoa.
last year, they were arguably just as bad as the A's
A's, yeah.
and among other teams. But they've added some pitchers. They have a pretty decent looking offense, so I think he's only going to help that team. I think he's going to have a great season pitching for them.
All right. And now, let's get it.
All right.
All
Josh,
right, 3,
let's get it.
2, 1. Hey, look
Okay.
at us!
You went with
Look
two
at us, look
Alex
at
with a
us.
K.
Oh
I
yeah,
like
baby.
it.
See?
Yeah.
Wow.
Two
Okay.
Jacksons and
This
two
is
Alex.
what you were talking about. I
Oh,
see
yeah.
I like
now.
that.
Yeah.
I like
All
it.
right. Let's hear about it.
I mean, again, I like to scout and look at players that I've seen live. Alec Thomas came into Milwaukee, destroyed us. He looked freaking good. He has. We were talking about the same attributes that Evan Carter has with his World Series experience. I think that Alec is going to use his postseason experience with the Diamondbacks. That honestly caught everyone by surprise, and I think he's going to have a great season.
Okay. That's Tim Anderson.
Yeah, that's a
How do we feel
name.
about Tim Anderson? NL, he got traded with traded to your Miami Marlins, and he got a change of scenery. They didn't like him in
Needed it.
Chicago. He didn't like himself in Chicago. He doesn't like baseball, but now he's going to find that love that he has again for baseball, and he's going to do so in Miami with the Marlins. They have a fun team. Andrew, you already mentioned Jake Berger. They have obviously now Tim Anderson. They have Luis Arias, Eury Perez has some elbow stuff going on right now. That's not good.
Yeah.
Sandy Alcantara, hopefully he comes back strong this year. I could keep going. But Tim Anderson, he's doing his own thing in Miami now. He's got a new change of scenery, and I think he's going to come back and break out this year.
Plus, they got
Well,
Messi down there too. That helps.
And they got
That's true.
Messi.
He could hang out with him.
Yep.
He could.
As long as he doesn't get I will say this: he is a breakout because he won't have to play the Guardians and get punched in the face by Jose Ramirez
Ooh.
this year.
Unless they both make the World Series, that'd be
That's
crazy.
true.
That'd be
Or
crazy.
maybe they have
showdown.
interleague games against the Guardians, but
I hope they do.
So you could probably change my category to NL comeback player as opposed to breakout, but you could argue it means kind of the same thing. Reese Hoskins coming off of a pretty strange injury for a baseball player. And on your Milwaukee Brewers. So I had to do a little bit of a homer pick here, but we don't really have anything to go off of. He missed the entire year last year. Before that, though, he was pretty darn good. So there's nothing really to indicate that he's not going to do the same this year that he did back before he got injured. Hopefully the injuries stay away and he can stay healthy and it's not affecting his swing too much. I don't think it will. I think he's going to hit 35 home runs, hit 270, and have a very solid season for the Brewers.
All right. AL bust.
Oh, sorry. No, I wasn't supposed to see.
I didn't see it.
Good.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Ayo. Aaron
Oh,
Judge
someone's
again.
cheating. Someone's cheating. Jacob,
I
you're
have
cheating.
a reason. Let me explain.
All right.
Elbow injuries, UCL injuries, no matter if it's a tear or not, are devastating for pitchers. The fact that there has been a 1 to 2 month, like up in the air of when he can come back, worries me. They've had MRIs done and it's not a full tear, but it's so hard to come back from for a pitcher. And when he does come back, if he does come back, I don't think he will be the same player that he was last year. So, if it's 2 months from now, if it's the end of the season, if it's in 3 weeks, who knows? But I think he's not going to be able to perform as well as he has in the past if he comes back. We've also seen where pitchers will try to rehab an elbow injury, and that leads to further damage in the elbow, where they end up missing a whole season and end up opting for that Tommy John surgery anyways. So I'm not saying that's what's going to happen to Cole, but it's another possibility to consider with Garrett Cole. So I would stay away from buying a Sorare card too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still
And that's why I don't consider it cheating, because I have an explanation.
No, I like that. So you're saying that 1 to 2 months is even optimistic, and
Yes.
that he might even be out for the whole season.
Not necessarily that, but if he isn't, he's still going to come back and not be what he used to be.
Whoa.
Yeah. Sometimes the time frames are debatable, but you could argue that what he's experiencing now is actually worse than a full tear. A full tear, you get it repaired, you have your Tommy John surgery. Yes, you're out for a year or more, but most of the time, pitchers could come back from that and actually be slightly better. But you look at something like this that can linger, and you never know what it's going to lead to. So I agree with you. It's a scary injury, and you don't really know what it's going to look like once he comes back from recovery.
All right, Aaron Judge. I know I picked him last year. Let's hear it. Why this year?
Well, so let me read you some stat categories. So he was an all-star all of the last 3 years. He exploded in 2022 with 62 home runs. You picked last year for him to regress. He did. He only hit 37 home runs compared to 62 obviously before. And if you look back 2 years, he hit 39. So he's even slightly down from that. And his batting average was the lowest it has been in since he kind of burst onto the scene. His first year he hit .179. Last year he hit .267. Maybe he's trying to overcompensate for even more power, get that power cut. I don't know. If he can't find the swing, I think that Juan Soto is going to take center stage. Maybe that makes it easier for him to actually shine, but I think, we were talking about the New York media. I think he could be compared to Juan Soto, and if Soto's putting up numbers and he isn't, I think that's going to make it a lot harder. So we'll see, but yeah, I love Aaron Judge, big fan. But I think his numbers just aren't going to be as great as they were last year.
All right.
Fair enough. Randy
Why
Rosarina.
Randy? Randy's fun. Why Randy?
He is fun. This was a tough pick for me.
You're not fun?
I like Randy
He doesn't like
Rosarina.
fun.
I'm
Knew it.
very low on the Tampa Bay Rays. They're kind of a boring team to me. They've basically
Whoa.
zero fans. Nobody goes to watch them
True.
play. So I think all of that hurts. And Randy's been pretty good, but he's been kind of on a little bit of a decline. He's still super young, so you never really know. But stats like his OPS plus has been kind of, again, it's not a huge drop off. He's actually stayed pretty high in that category, but it has been declining slightly over the last couple of years.
Yep.
So I think he's still gonna have a okay year, but I don't think it's gonna look like what he can do. So for that reason, he's gonna be my bust.
That reason.
Is he an all-star?
No.
Whoa. Okay. So last year it was his first all-star bid ever in his career. Josh thinks a no repeat there.
Wow.
It's pretty
No
big.
fun. All right. I've been waiting for this one for a while.
Okay, wait.
NL bust.
Before I'm looking at Randy's stats right now, he had 10 caught stealings on 22 attempts. That seems pretty high.
That's
Does
not
that not?
great.
Yeah.
That's
That's
really
That's not that
terrible.
great, especially with the new rules.
Yeah. Huh.
Maybe he got
That's
slower
interesting.
last year.
All
He
right.
got
Maybe he got
Maybe.
slower last
There
year.
you go. Bust.
All right.
All
NL
right.
bust.
I
You guys
have
might have picked the same guy as me. Maybe. We'll see.
I have another parentheses here, but whatever.
Oh, okay.
It's a question mark. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, boo! Boo!
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add that too.
oh.
Yeah, good
So
pick,
I'll
good
explain
pick.
myself. You picked Dylan Cease for your NL Cy Young. I picked Dylan Cease for my NL bust. And because
Boo.
of one simple reason, the Otani effect. The Ohtani effect has overinflated the entire NL East by
Ooh.
a magnitude that none of us could imagine. And Dylan Cease is going to have to come up against the Dodgers a lot. He's going to have to come up against a solid Giants lineup a lot. He's going to have to come up against your Arizona Diamondbacks a lot. And these are the three. Well, we don't need to talk about who am I forgetting?
Diamondbacks, Giants. Do you say Giants?
I did say the Giants. And whatever. It doesn't matter.
Braves,
Because
Giants, Diamondbacks, Padres, Dodgers.
oh, the Padres. The team that he's on.
Yeah, the team he's
Um,
on. Yeah, there we go.
Yes. So yes, he's got a lot of good teams that he's going to come up against, and I don't think he's going to be able to perform as well in the NL.
I don't see a
his division.
world where the Padres don't get fourth in that division.
Exactly.
And they might even get last, depending on the Giants. Not high on the Giants, but I don't know. The Padres are going to have a very interesting season, it feels like. A very, change direction type of season.
Yeah.
And whether that's go in or sell, it's going to be very interesting to see. All right, Cody Bellinger.
And very
Part of this pick is purely hate for the Chicago Cubs. And this was like the one move that they made the entire offseason was re-signing Bellinger. Other
And a
than that,
manager.
they didn't really and well,
And a
yeah,
manager.
we don't really talk about
Well, I mean,
that's
I will.
forbidden.
I will.
But I think he had a very good year last year.
Don't
I'm not afraid to
forget
admit
about
that.
Shote Mamanga or Imanaga too.
That's true. But I don't see a world where he lives up to what he did last year. I think he's gonna have a kind of a fall off, and I don't see him really doing a whole lot this year. I have Blake Snell in parentheses because he's not on a team. That sounds like a bust to me, going from being the NL Cy Young to not playing. I don't know. Can't really be more of a bust than that.
He'll get signed. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Still,
The Brewers will sign him.
I would
Sure.
take that happily.
All right.
I'm picking these two. I actually as soon as I put Bellinger's name down, I kind of wanted to throw Counsell there too. I think the Cubs are not going to be a good team this year, and the fact that Bellinger is going to be the anchor of their offense. I mean, maybe you could make the argument Ian Happ is, but I don't know. He had a slow start in Chicago. He did come together. The Belly Yelly 2023 resurgence that we kind of did call on this podcast did happen, but I don't think he's going to come close to his MVP caliber seasons. And yeah, I mean, he's the best thing about the Cubs. But I think Counsell is going to struggle this year, and I love it.
All right. Last but not least,
the big one.
The big
World
one.
Series
Can't have any
champs.
parentheses here.
Nope, sure can't. The Oakland Athletics. All right.
Yay.
3,
Moneyball.
2, 1.
Let's
go! Let's
go!
go!
Wow, you guys are so optimistic.
Yes.
Optimistic about a 100-win team? Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I think okay, hear
a
me out.
100-win team in the AL East.
Hear me out. They've proven themselves in a very tough division. And on top of that, they've only added to that team. They've only gotten better in terms of players on paper. So I think they're kind of doing Washington Nationals or Royals, 2015 Royals. They're kind of going for it. And I love to see that for smaller market teams. I think they even make a couple more moves at the deadline and really go all in. Their pitching staff looks awesome this year with the addition of Burns. Their offense looks great. They're adding in Jackson Holiday into that mix too. So I'm super high on the Orioles. I think they break 100 wins again and win the World Series.
Okay.
And Corbin Burns can laugh in our face while he
Yeah.
flexes his World Series ring.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So how much do regular season wins count for the playoffs?
0.
Okay.
Ah,
That's what I was just checking. Yeah. You're gonna be really good in regular.
Ask the
they're-
Dodgers how much
ask the
regular season
Dodgers
wins.
that.
Yeah.
Ask the Dodgers that. They
Yeah.
only won in 2020 because it was the COVID.
Not a real
season.
season. Ha.
I don't know. The Dodgers have all the
They're
pieces,
so
guys.
stacked. They're so
Yes,
stacked.
I know.
the Orioles added, but the Dodgers took a dump truck and dumped on the entire NL West. They have everyone. And they're all healthy. Knock on wood. They're healthy. We're talking about the Yankees. They're not healthy. The Dodgers are healthy. I don't see how it's not them. I don't. I'm sorry.
My one again, that team is stacked. Yes, my one slight reservation with them is their pitching. You have an aging Clayton Kershaw. Walker Buehler's coming back. Hopefully he can stay healthy, but he's been getting hurt very frequently. They added in Tyler Glasnow as well. Yes. So he should probably be a rock for them. Outside of that, it's a lot of younger guys that haven't fully proven themselves. So I'll be very curious to see what their pitching staff ends up looking like. If they can figure that out and get some of those young guys to perform, yes, they are definitely going to be World Series favorites.
Yeah, there we go.
Bang.
We did well. 2024 superlatives, baby. I love it.
Bang.
I love it. That was fun. As always, that was fun. Any other picks? If you were to say, I'm buying this Sorare player right now, who are you looking at? Anyone on this list?
I need to buy this player before this podcast comes out because I am going to invest in a Mike Trout.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
whoa.
I'm high on
Okay.
Mike Trout this year.
Let's see. How much will his limited set you back right now? Any guesses?
I think it's like
You gotta guess. You gotta guess.
55, $60.
Okay, so new season, Mike Trout. You are spot on, sir. 55 is about what his auction's been going for.
There you go.
Alert.
But there's one on the market ending in 22 minutes.
We have
Wait,
Only
can
at
you-
an alert
$40.
here.
Manoah. Okay, I
Alert.
got a bit on Manoah.
Oh my god. Live
Pass him.
update. I have officially acquired my 10th Brewers limited card for the cheapest
go.
price that he has been purchased for so far.
Hey,
Christian Yelich.
let's go.
Josh, what did I say would be the day where the prices would dip the most?
St. Patrick's Day, baby.
So we're both right. I love it. I love it.
Wait,
That
can you
card,
see my
that's
screen right
that's
now?
a cool shiny card, yeah.
Yeah, we can
The
see
Mike
it. Enter
Trout?
your wallet.
I know.
Andrew,
I
look
was
who
gonna.
he's bidding against. He's bidding against Sandlot.
Oh gosh.
Sandlot doesn't have any money though.
Oh, that's true. Sandlot's got no chance.
Look at these guys. Look at their max bids are just fighting each other. That's funny. All right. Well, boy, do we have an exciting.
No, someone had a max bid on Manoah. What?
A max
Oh.
bid. Yeah, bid him up. Bid him up.
I'm not gonna have the highest. All right. Okay, I'll bid 5-1. That's it. This guy better not have a. You gotta be kidding
Oh, you're
me.
making him overpay.
That's what I did to you. Yeah,
You're making him overpay.
5 point. That's for Manoah. He could be manure this year.
He's your breakout player, though. All right. All right.
Yeah.
all right.
Well, you gotta make bold picks. You know, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
All right.
Let's,
Well, we have
ride
the
and
return
fade.
of everybody's favorite segment, and that is Ride or Fade.
Wait, Josh, what's the count on the black licorice eaten?
3.
Hey,
You've eaten all 3?
I did. I ate all 3.
Oh,
go.
Watch the
that's pretty
watch the
quick.
recording. Watch the tape.
All right.
All right.
He
I
made
don't.
it.
I made this earlier today, so I don't remember what I put.
Oh, let's
Good.
go. Even better.
All right. Oh, all right.
What?
We are starting off here with
What?
a term that I heard for one of the first times this week, and that is NFL legal tampering. So, basically, the start of their like off-season like player discussions. Basically, you can talk to free agents. They call it end of the legal tampering period. Basically, what happened was teams were tampering illegally and talking to players when they weren't supposed to. So they just made a period and called it legal tampering so that they could stop illegally tampering. I don't know. It's very strange to me. I'm kind of fading. It's like it's tampering sounds illegal, but they call it legal tampering. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I was very confused, but I heard this for the first time this week when a flurry of NFL moves went down.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was exciting.
I'm
I'm
riding legal
riding. I'm
tampering.
riding the actual signings. I'm fading the name of the period
Oh,
where the
the
signings
name
happen.
literally? Okay, I could fade
Yes.
the name too. I fade the name
Also,
too.
is this a deep cut for you? This picture? I had to
Yeah,
throw
it
that in
hurts.
there.
You should get that off the screen as quick as
All
possible.
right, quick, ride or fade.
I fade the name, but it was a fun week for the NFL.
It was.
I'm fading because I like illegal tampering.
All
Oh,
right.
that's good. Josh Jacobs
Explicit
on the
logo,
Packers,
explicit
ride or
logo.
fade? Ride. All right. Oh, are you okay?
Hey,
Okay, hear me
Kellen
out here.
Acosta.
What
the
a picture!
Chicago
Your pictures are
Fire.
usually terrible. This is a good
Kellen
one.
Acosta.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
The
Hear me out.
goat. The goat.
This picture is very topical because this is from yesterday.
Yes, it
when He
is.
scored the winning goal from midfield on a ball that was to absolutely nowhere. He kicked it to space and it somehow ended up in the goal as the winning goal. It was a bad look, I won't lie, for the goalie.
Terrible.
I don't know
Terrible.
what he was doing. I saw a lot of backlash on Twitter. People in Europe love to hate on the MLS, and this only put fuel on the fire. Um, so that's the only reason why I put it in there. I know, fuel on the fire. Did you like that? That was pretty good. But I think it's silly because players make a bunch of mistakes in other leagues too. The MLS sure isn't the highest quality soccer, but it's also extremely entertaining still. I'm riding the MLS. Screw those Europeans who don't like our soccer league. Yes, we call it soccer. Get over it.
I think you're beating a dead horse. This argument's been prolonged too long. If you like sports, just enjoy them for what they're worth. I'm riding the MLS.
Wow. The keeper finished with 11 sober points because he had 3
That's
goals
better-
given up
Better
and
than
1
what I
air
would have
goal.
had.
That's
Or
pretty
I've had
good.
in the past. That's better than I've had in the past.
It's
That
better
is
than
not-
I would have
yeah.
done. I would agree
But-
with that.
Easy ride on the MLS.
Oh yeah, ride in the MLS. Absolutely.
To be fair to the goalie too, it's in Chicago and they call Chicago the Windy City for a reason. So it was super windy and
Not that reason.
I'm assuming the ball blew around and he lost
It did.
and
He
whatever.
hit it in the air. It 100% got some wind underneath it.
So probably not 100% his fault, but whatever. All right.
Hey,
Road trips. Look at this picture too. My pictures this
Amazing.
week are spot on
Yeah, they're
because we
your
definitely had these before.
pineapple
I
pizza
bring-
ones are terrible, but this is good.
I bring this
because
up
he
because
likes these things. That's why.
yes, that is
Bias
part of the
quiz.
reason. Hey, I make it, so dealer's choice. I'm riding road trips. I love road trips.
Literally.
Our families are big road trip families, so I think it adds to the vacation. It kind of prolongs it a little bit. So I'm riding road trips. I also don't really love flying. So what
Mm,
other choice do you have? Train? A boat?
I would fly over drive easily. That being said, road trips are fun. I'll ride road trips, literally. They hurt my back, but they're fun. So honestly, and like playing the fun little games along the side, looking at street signs and looking at license plates and looking at bingo cards, stuff like that. That's fun. Road trips are fun. At least if you aren't having fun on a road trip, it's because you're not making it fun.
That's true.
Ooh,
That's
Yeah.
true.
I like that.
You can't play bingo from an airplane.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you
can.
can.
What do you mean?
What are you looking out the window to see a cloud?
You can
Yeah.
play bingo on your phone. You could play over under how many people will get kicked off of the airplane or how many
How many
over, under,
screws come loose?
how
Because
many
it's
panels I was gonna say how many panels come
How many
off on the
doors?
outside.
Yeah.
how many doors
Seriously.
blow off? Yep.
Oh God.
All right.
Andrew, you riding or fading?
I like both. I like flying and I like road trips. So
Fair enough.
can't be a hater. Let's ride it.
All right. I don't. Oh, I think I know what this is.
It's always a food. You always end with
All
a
right,
food.
last one is food.
Oh.
Girl
Oh, okay.
Scout cookies. Now, I kept it vague, uh, because certain Girl Scout cookies are definitely a fade, but other ones are
Ooh.
definitely a ride. So overall,
Ooh.
you have to make the choice because it's all of them. So if you ride, you're taking all of them. I am riding Girl Scout cookies. I'm fading Girl Scouts being outside of every grocery store. And then you're walking in and you have to awkwardly be like, sorry, no. Like,
Well,
there's not
everyone
a good
else is
way.
saying no too, so
That is true. That is true. But it's kind of weird saying no to like an 8-year-old. But I guess you just gotta man up and be an adult and do it. Uh, but I'm riding Girl Scout cookies.
I don't
I
know.
could.
I don't think there's
It's
a bad flavor. I'm riding it as well. I'm curious,
Ooh.
Yeah,
what do you consider a bad flavor?
I'm seeing Berry Munch in the
Berry
That's not
background. That
Munch
real.
sounds
sounds
kind of
That's
strange.
not real, but I would eat the
Yeah,
crap out of that.
really
Oh yeah, I'm a big
yeah,
fan of Belvita breakfast cookies. I'll call them cookies. They're not really
true.
breakfast bars.
Yeah, okay, I
But
see
they
where
have
you're
the
coming
ones
from
with the
now.
fruit are freaking good.
are you okay? Caramel delights are a top tier flavor for me.
Yes.
Yeah,
Gosh, they're cookies. How can
What about
cookies be
lemonade? What
bad?
about the lemonade
yeah.
cookies?
Amazing. That's like my favorite.
Okay.
You,
Okay.
I would say if you're fading Girl Scout cookies, you're crazy. I would also say I do not go out of my way to buy Girl Scout cookies.
Mm.
I
There
So
you
the
can't
go.
tell
fact
you the
that they're
last
on
time I purchased them. I only have them when other people have them.
Hmm.
Fair.
Maybe I'm just a bad supporter of Girl Scouts.
I support
Cancel
entrepreneurs.
me.
Oh God.
I'm
Oh,
canceled.
Oh
I don't
good. I thought
support
you were gonna say
women.
something worse.
I thought there was gonna be some controversial things said there.
I don't support Girl Scouts, so I'm canceled.
All right. Well, there you have it.
On that note,
That was the least controversial rider fade ever.
I will
There we
take
go.
it. Good for us.
We'll take it. Well, there you
Maybe you need
have
to eat
it.
more black licorice.
Oh, no more
Yeah,
black
right.
licorice.
More.
All right. Better than pineapple on pizza, I'll give you that.
Ooh, okay. Okay. All right.
Okay.
You heard it here first. Licorice is better than pineapple on pizza.
Have you
All
ever
right.
tried pineapple on pizza?
Right.
Yes, it's terrible.
Hmm.
Pineapple and tacos, on the other hand.
Do you put cheese on those tacos?
Well, it's like grilled pineapple and I don't
So
know,
your problem is
steak.
with the sauce, not the pineapple. Because otherwise, what's a pizza with cheese and pineapple on it? It's just a cheese taco with pineapple.
True.
I don't know. I don't actually like
Facts.
that
Okay,
either.
okay. We need to end this
Anyway,
episode. It's been too
there you
long.
have it. 2024 MLB superlatives. Are we
That was a
right?
long
Are we
episode.
gonna be
Yeah,
right? I don't know. We'll find
okay.
out. We'll find out starting this week, which is super exciting. Anyways, thank you for your time. Don't forget to check out all the socials. Leave a rating wherever you are listening to our podcast. Until next time, you just attended batting practice. Now you're ready to get in the game. Peace.
Peace.